Hi my beautiful bookish friends, I'm Bowen and welcome to my channel. This is going to be my October reading vlog, and I do actually have like somewhat of a TBR for October, which is a new novel thing for me. But I have an entire theme and I have 5 books that I'm planning on reading for it. One of them sort of fits. It's kind of more like oval peg in a round hole, like it's sort of there, but whether it fits or not, I'm not sure. And that one is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. This is more like a ghost romance, whereas all of the other books that I have for this month are all witchy romance. But like, it matches the vibes. It doesn't even match the colour, does it? Let's be honest. But like, it matches the vibe of the rest of the one. The vibe is like Halloween, and I will take it. I will take it. This is my TBR for this vlog. Like I said, we've got The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. We've got The League of Gentlewomen Witches by India Holton. This is book 2 in the series, so I'm currently reading book 1 first so I can get to this one for the vlog. Then I've got Hex Appeal by Kate Johnson. The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. I have read the first one in this one. I gave it like a 3-star. I loved the vibes, but the romance was kind of mid, so we'll see about this one. And then I've got Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper. And that's like my entire TBR for this video. I don't know which one I'm going to pick up first, but again, I've got to finish this one first before I can get to book 2 in the series, because I think they are interconnected standalones, but I think the plot is pretty linear, so I did want to read them in order. So I'm only about 100 pages into this, so I'm going to pick up some more of this tonight, and then I will let you know which one of these I jump into first. That would be a cat. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know what I was planning on reading for this video, and just check in and say hi. So the first book I picked up for this reading vlog is The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. Now, I've already read The X-Hex, which is the first book in this series. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be a duology or a trilogy for this, because there's the 2 cousins, which are the 2 female characters, but there's 3 brothers, so I don't know whether or not we're going to get a POV from the 3rd brother and we're going to get his book, not sure. But with the first book in this series, The X-Hex, I read that one and I wasn't overly fond of the romance. I think I gave it like a 3-star, but the vibes were immaculate. And I feel like I like this one a little bit more than I like the first one. I am about halfway through it. I'm on chapter 21 currently. I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about the characters in this book. In this book we have Gwen and Wells, also known as Llewellyn as his actual name, which is hilarious and ridiculous all in one. And he is very stoic and, you know, very serious man. And she's decidedly not so. Like, she is not a rule follower at all, unlike Vivi, her cousin in the first book. She is a lot more fun and playful and like a bit of a troublemaker, a little bit of a rebel, and like they kind of clash with their personalities a lot, but it still draws them together. But I kind of like that about them. There's also been a Darcy hand flex moment in this, which kind of makes me smile a little bit. I like that bit. That was cute. This, the same as the first one, it has perfect October vibes. So even if I don't get on with the romance or even the plot that much, it is such a fun October read. Like I say, I'm only about halfway through it currently. You know, like, it's just autumn and like spooky, but like not scary spooky. Just warm and cozy spooky, and that's just my vibe, you know? Like, warm and cozy spooky is the perfect autumn for me. I don't like the whole Halloween type of autumn with the scariness. Like, horror is not my thing. I can't hack horror because I'm a big massive pansy, but it's just warm and cozy autumn. This book is blankets and pumpkin spice lattes, and I love that. I also love the cat in this. There's like a little cat on the cover just here, and his name is Sir Percival, and he is a cat that talks, and that just makes me want to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch. and if I did not have to leave for work in exactly, I don't know, 3 minutes from now, I would 100% be binging Sabrina the Teenage Witch. In fact, if I didn't have work things to do literally for the entire however long it's gonna take me, I would just be binge watch. I could binge watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch while I'm doing work things. That is an option. Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. Like, it gives Salem vibes, but not like, the cat doesn't, Sir Percival does not do coherent sentences. It's more like Happy Halloween, treats, dick bag, and when she magics him a little bow, he screams "Penny" until she magics it back, and I just thought that was really cute. But like I said, I have to go to work now, so I'm going to hit you up again when I have finished this one. Hopefully I should be finished with it tomorrow, but I don't know what my tomorrow is going to look like. It's my day off, so we'll see what I get done, but I do have other things that I have to do, so I'll check back in with you when I have finished The Kiss Curse. So I finished The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. I gave this one a 3.5 star. I did like this one a little bit more than I like the X-Hex because I like the romance more, but I find that the plot, specifically the ending, it had like 2 plot twists, and realistically it only needed the one. So like, just pick one storyline and go with that, because both of them just felt like a bit much to me. But overall, I really like the vibes of Erin Sterling's writing. Like, the vibes are excellent. I liked the romance more in this one than I did in the first one, but the plot wasn't it for me. But it was a really good October read, and I really liked the cat in it as well. Sir Percival was adorable. But yeah, I'm not sure which one I'm going to read next. I'm probably going to read Hexappeal next, but I have work today, but then I'm off for a week, so we will see what I get read in that week, because I still have work things to do on my days off, because I love that I have to do work shit on my own time. It's great for me, but it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. It's only once a year, so we suck it up and we deal with it. But I am going to head off to work, and I will check back in with you when I've got a bit further into whichever book I pick up next. So I decided the next book I was going to pick up would be Hexappeal by Kate Johnson. And I'm like maybe halfway through this. I'm on chapter 10 currently, like page 165. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand the magic system. I don't really get the plot. Like, there is plot in this, but I'm so confused. I'm so lost. Like, the main female character, like, she's fine. She's pretty standard as far as female main characters go. She's not exactly badass. She just is. And the main male character, his personality is that he has no personality. Like, his personality is wet blanket. That's kind of it. So I'm hoping I'm going to finish this either tonight or tomorrow. Let's be honest, probably not going to finish it tonight because it's getting late now. So probably finish this one tomorrow. But hopefully I can come back to you when I finish this, and maybe I'll have more clarity. I doubt it. I'm going to be perfectly honest. But trying to be optimistic about this book, but I think it's going to be kind of like a expect the worst, hope for the best kind of situation. So I'll check back in again when I finish this, and I will let you know my final thoughts. If you see me wearing this jumper in like 95% of my videos, mind your business. It is the comfiest thing that I own, and I am going to wear it until it completely falls apart. So I finished reading Hexappeal by Kate Johnson today, and I'm giving this a 2.25. I don't care. I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the plot. I just did not care about a single fucking thing that happened in this book. It wasn't bad, so I didn't really want to give it like a 1 star, because I feel like it might be a me problem. I didn't connect with the characters. I didn't connect at all with the plot. The magic system took me a fucking minute. It just took so long for me to get the magic system, but when I finally did, I didn't care enough about the story to even bother learning about it. It was just kind of boring. And the characters also had like little to no personality whatsoever. And part of the reason why I say that is there's no banter in this book. None. Like, zero fucking banter. Like, how are you gonna write a book and have no banter anywhere? Like, I don't understand. Why would you not write banter? It's the greatest thing in all books ever to exist. Like, I read for banter. If there's no banter, what is the point? And, ugh, no. The only thing in this book that I did appreciate, I guess, was the trauma that Josh, our male main character, has with his ex. Without spoiling it, it's normally the type of trauma that we see from the female main character, and this is the male main character went through this with his ex-girlfriend. While it's more common for women to go through, I do like the representation that men experience this as well. So I did appreciate that, and I don't really want to spoil what that is in case you do want to read it. There wasn't really a lot about this that I loved. I finished it, it's over, and now we can move on to whichever of the 3 books I have left for this TBR that I decide to pick up next. However, it is like 11:30 at night, and I am really quite tired, so I am going to finish my bottle of mango and raspberry cider, which is kind of delicious, and then I'm going to go to bed. I will pick another book tomorrow, but for right now, I am tired, I am sleepy, and I don't want to play anymore, so cheers. You're right there, madam. Come on. Come on, pick a lane. Lily, I swear to God, if you sit in front of my light, I'm going to be so annoyed. Sit on the sofa. I'm not using it currently. Cat. Shift. Baby. Thank you. Literally just stalking on the back of the sofa. Just pick a cushion, honey. Fair enough, fucking weirdo. Definitely mine. So the next book I decided to pick up for this vlog was The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Now, I've read from Ashley Poston before. I read her Once Upon a Con series, which, if you haven't seen my unhaul, I unhauled recently. But I'm definitely enjoying this one a lot more than I enjoyed her YA. And if you are an eldest daughter, I feel like this book is for you. But it's also going to call you out on some bullshit. Because the way this called me out on some bullshit, rude and disrespectful, quite fucking frankly. Because when someone offers our main character, the eldest daughter, help, she physically fucking recoils and was like, nope, no, I got it, don't worry about it, I got this, don't worry about it. And shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because I did not need to be called out like that. That is unfair, uncalled for, and mean, quite frankly. And just not okay. But other than this book just calling my ass out, I am really enjoying the flirty banter between Florence and Ben. Florence had, well, quite frankly, a really bad fucking day at the start of this book. She is not going to be able to make her deadline with her book. She went to go and see the new editor, and that didn't go well. He's cute, but like, she didn't get her deadline extended, so she's fucked. Her best friend drags her out so she doesn't just sit and wallow all night. She takes her to this place where she runs into her ex, and then when she's escaping her ex, it turns out that her new editor is there as well, and she ends up making out with the new editor, which is cute. And then she gets a phone call that one of her family members passes away. So it's just a fucking roller coaster of a day. And so she has to go back to her small town to help deal with the funeral arrangements and all the rest of it. And Florence, she can see ghosts, spirits, dead people, however you want to fucking call it. When she's at her parents' place, the spirit of Ben turns up on her doorstep. The last time she saw him was the day before when they were making out in an alley, and now he's dead on her parents' doorstep. Like, his spirit, not like his deceased corpse, because that would be disturbing. I mean, seeing the ghost is disturbing enough, but like, just a corpse on your parents' doorstep is just not what you want from life. Or death, apparently. So, no, just the ghost. While she's having to deal with the family member's funeral, I'm not saying which family member, because I don't think it actually says on the back of the book, it just says tragedy strikes. Yeah, she has to go home because a family member died. Now the spirit of her really hot editor is also there, and she has to deal with his ghost and deal with her family member passing and the funeral arrangements and all the rest of the things, and all of like the specific requirements he had for his funeral, which is just really weird. He's like a really unusual guy. Like, I get it, he's a little bit eccentric, and I understand the meaning behind the wildflowers, but the 1,000 of them feels like a lot. Like, that's an entire fucking field of wildflowers. Where in the shit are you going to put those? How are you going to finance that shit? Like, there's eccentric, and then there's just not thinking stuff through. So she has to deal with, like, the entire, like, unique list of all the things that he has to have. And I'm so confused by the list and everything else, but I am rambling. You can tell, because this is a stop-start thing and my brain is just... But this has, like, really bad humour, but, like, cheesy bad humour. Like, I love the death puns in this. The death puns, it just make me a little bit happy. Like, is it intelligent humour? No. Does it make me giggle like a 3-year-old? Yes. Yes, it does. Like, her and her dad can see ghosts, so they go for, like, this moonwalk through the graveyard, and he calls it exercise, as in exercise, but also exercise, you know? So, like, shit like that. Like, it's silly, and it's fun, and I love shit like that. That just makes me happy. But I'm really enjoying this, so I'm gonna read the second half, a little over half of this, and I will get back to you with my thoughts and feelings when I'm a little further in. I have no idea if I'm in frame or not, because I normally check this kind of shit on my watch, and my watch is upstairs on charge. So I'm about 60 pages away from the end of the Dead Romantics, and there's 2 ways that this could finish, right? Obviously, she's fallen in love with the gorgeous, you know, ghost editor. So the only ways that this can finish is, like, he passes on to where the ghosties go after they've been, you know, going through their post-life experience. She's sad about it, but, like, he taught her how to love again, and it's all, like, sad but hopeful and, like, melancholic and all that jazz. Or it's gonna be like a Just Like Heaven kind of thing, like the movie with Reese Witherspoon in it, and it's gonna be like, he was in a coma the entire time, and then he was saved, and then they get together. Like, it's gonna be one of the two. I'm not gonna say which one it is once I get to the end of it, but, like, they're literally the 2 options. Like, they are literally the only 2 ways it can end. If it ends a different way, I'm gonna be shocked, but, like, I really don't think it's going to be anything other than those 2. And I don't know which one I'm hoping for, because I want it to be, like, the actual happy ending. But also, the sad, melancholic, hopeful ending kind of makes more sense. But I still have, like, 60-ish pages left of this, so hopefully I can finish it tonight. I find that in this one in particular, compared to her YA, the writing style works just so much better. Because in the YA, it comes across as, like, really pretentious and really overdone. Whereas the prose in this, just, it's so lyrical and beautiful and funny and sad but hopeful. It's just, I love the prose in this one. And after having read, like, her YA stuff, I wasn't really very optimistic about this one, but it's really surprising me. I'm actually really enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. So I am actually going to get back to reading. I'm not going to tell you what the ending is going to be, obviously, because, like, I'm not a spoiler type of channel, and if I was, I would give you way more advance warning. And I'm probably going to check back in with you tomorrow and let you know when I finish it. So I finished The Dead Romantics and I'm giving it a 3.75, I think. I did really enjoy this one. I thought it was sweet and cute. I'm not going to say how it ended, but it had to go one of those two ways, didn't it? So, you know, it ended how it ended. But I quite liked this. I think this is probably my favourite book from this vlog so far. However, I have started Payback's a Witch. Now, first of all, on a little side note, I've got these very cute little bookmarks recently. And I love these. I think they're so cute and they're like exactly my colour as well. I am nearly 200 pages into this one. Now, I knew nothing about this going in. I'd have known if I read the back. I did not read the back. And no one told me this book was gay. Nobody told me this book was gay. I should have known that because I should have read the back and found out. But like, if I knew this book was gay, I'd have picked it up first. Like, what? Why did I not know? Why have I not seen anything about this book being gay anywhere? So, I'm loving this. Because when I first picked it up, I was there like, if she ends up with this guy that's like fucked over her and her best friend and the other girl in this as well, I'm gonna be so pissed. But no, it's a female-female romance between her and one of the other girls from the founding families in this town. And I really like this. I don't know whether it gets bonus points because it's queer coded, or whether or not I'm genuinely just enjoying the story, but it's like there's these challenges that they do every year, every few years, whatever. And it's a member from each of the founding families that has to compete, apart from her family. Our main character, Emmy, she is like the judge and she has to be impartial, so her family is all like the judges and they always pick one person from every year. It's normally the eldest and that would be her. So she's come back into town to judge these games that these founding families have to do every year, and she's been gone for 10 years. She's only just getting her magic back. She didn't know whether it would come back at all, and basically two of the families that are in these games team up. I'm not explaining this well. Two of the families that are in these games team up to take down this fuckhead that broke their hearts and fucked them all over. So they are basically plotting for revenge, but two of the girls that are plotting for revenge fall in love at the same time, and just, oh, it's so cute and I love it. I love it. I'm having such a good time with this. Hopefully I can finish this one maybe tomorrow. I would say tonight, but like I have to leave for work in a bit, so tonight's not looking really like a possibility, but maybe I can pick it up and finish the last like 150 pages of this tomorrow, and then get to League of Gentlewomen Witches and finish that one before the month is out, because as with everything with me, we are right down to the wire. So I have to leave for work soon, so I'm gonna go get ready for work and I will check back in with you more than likely when I finish Payback's a Witch. So I finished Payback's a Witch, and while I very much loved that this was a queer romance, it's a female-female relationship, it was a lot more plot than I was expecting. And to be honest, the relationship part of this took a backseat to the plot, and that's not what I was expecting going in. I didn't really expect anything, but I expected it to be predominantly a romance, and I don't necessarily think that it is. I think the romance is the subplot in this. I think I ended up giving it like a 3.5 or something. Like it was fine, but it didn't really blow me away in any way. And I also started and finished The League of Gentlewomen Witches by India Holton. I read the first book in this series at the start of this month in order to get to this one, as I mentioned at the start of this video. But I also had the third book on my wish list. I have since taken it off my wish list, which should tell you how I feel about this series. It's not bad, but the magic system is a bit ridiculous. Like, why do the houses need to fly? It's so weird and so random. And the writing style, I just couldn't click with. This is the perfect book for someone who's not me, but I just didn't vibe with this, like, at all. I think I gave it like a 2.25 or something. It's just not my cup of tea. So of all of the witchy books that I read in this video, the one that is my favourite is the one that is not necessarily a witchy book, and that's going to be the Dead Romantics. So that's a bit sad. I did manage to get all 5 of these books read in this video and this month, which I'm very happy about. So if you manage to get this far into the video, then leave the witch emoji in the comments down below. But for now, thank you so much for stopping by. It has been lovely having you here, and I hope to see you in another video coming very soon. Bye.